Thank you for joining me. My name is Kenner French. I'm with VastSolutionsGroup.com, and this is a production of VastSolutionsGroup.com in association with Vast Voices, the media arm for VastSolutionsGroup.com. This podcast, this specific episode, will be about the 2021 Top 10 IRS Tax Tips. Once again, my name is Kenner French. Been with the company for quite a while. I know what I'm doing. I'm a contributor to Forbes.com. I run not only VastSolutionsGroup.com, I also run a private investment company called Vast Holdings Group, where we invest in private companies. What VastSolutionsGroup.com does is we do tax, finance, and artificial intelligence to lower the tax liability for entrepreneurs. Been doing it for over 52 years, so we know a thing or two about lowering taxes legally. Now, why don't we get right to it again? 2021 Top 10 IRS Tax Tips. People think April 15th is the tax time, but really it's not the tax time. But, actually, if you get organized, then it's way too late. People are getting prepared April 14th, April 13th, way too late. Get ready now. Get ready in the summer. Get ready in the fall, as early as you can, because, tax laws can be confusing, leaving many unsure of what they, may deduct and how they should file, if at all, which hopefully they should, depending on the entity, etc. However, according to the IRS, the process can be much simpler than you may think if you track it the right way. Now, we're going to go over right now 2021's top 10 tax tips, really designed by the IRS to make things a little bit easier for you as a taxpayer. Let's get to it. Number one, organize. Take time throughout the year, the summer, to store and organize your records, canceled checks, and receipts all in one place. You can do it, via data file as an example. Remember to include the income, deduction, or tax credit items that you've reported the previous year, believe it or not. Organizing and maintaining a filing system will keep everything convenient and make filling out forms so much more simpler if you're doing them yourself, or even for your tax provider or tax assistant who is helping you to put together your taxes, which ultimately, hopefully, will potentially help your, the person who's doing your taxes. Now, also, number two, report all income. This is important. Gather all your W-2 forms, your wage and tax statements, your 1099 income statements to report your income when you file your taxes. Keep them with your other records to make sure you can easily find them when you need them. Believe me, it's much better now, again, in the summer, let's say fall, or, really close to the end of the year versus right when you're doing your taxes, let's say April 15th, or you extend October 15th. Number three, visit the IRS website. People have no clue that this is a huge resource to taxpayers. Where? www.irs.gov. Again, it's worth repeating. www.irs.gov. G-O-V. You'll discover so many sources of information there to blow your mind. You can download and print tax forms if needed, access tax law information and changes, find a list of answers to, frequently asked questions, FAQs, and access numerous online tools and filing tips, and most of it completely free. Now we're going to number four. Again, we're talking about a list of 2021 top 10 tax tips the IRS really it makes your life a little bit easier. Number four, use free file. If you can't afford a tax provider, hopefully you can. But if you can't, everyone has at least one option available to prepare and e-file a tax return free of charge. The IRS free file uses brand name tax software or online files, and again, it's available at www.irs.gov. You qualify to use free tax software if your income is a certain amount. If your income was higher, you can use, free file fillable forms, potentially, the version of IRS paper forms. And again, go to irs.gov. Again, now we're going to number five. We're starting to round out this list a little bit. Number five, understand your filing options. There are several filing options for your return. For example, you may choose to file your tax yourself or, go to a tax preparer for help. In addition, you may be eligible for free help at a volunteer location. You heard me right. You may be able to get free help at a volunteer location. Decide which filing option works for you. You got to consult a tax professional if you need to get the ball rolling, if you need a lot of help or detailed help. Number six, try e-filing. E-filing presents an easy and convenient method of filing your taxes. Errors are reduced and refunds are returned so much faster than mailed documents. Still, people do mail. Last year, more than 80% of taxpayers used IRS e-file, and many tax preparers are even required to use it. Number 7, get answers to your question. Visit the interactive tax assistant tool on the website. Again, www.irs.gov website. To get answers to your questions pertaining to, deductions, credits, etc. Again, consult a tax advisor if you can afford it. Number 8, use direct deposit. This is huge. If you're going to receive a refund, the direct deposit option will allow for a faster return, and it may decrease chances of theft, which would be nice, right? Especially in today's world. When you enter information for this option, remember to take the time to double check your bank account numbers to make sure there are no errors. Number 9, check out what's called Publication 17. It's your federal income tax publication. Again, it's on the website at www.irs.gov. Again, www.irs.gov. It's a complete tax resource that includes important information such as whether you need to file, how to choose to file, etc., etc. A few people review this, but it really will help you. So finally, we're at number 10. Again, what is it? Number 10, 2021 top 10 IRS tax tips. Number 10, double check your return. When you've finished with your forms, take a couple of extra minutes, actually a lot of minutes, to double check your information. You will find mistakes that you did or that your tax preparer did, especially even your Social Security number. That's actually a huge, huge misstep. Also check your spelling, your math. If your forms are handwritten, hopefully they're not, right? So anyway, let's once again, these easy to follow steps that we've already outlined may help to prevent any unnecessary tax apprehension. Really, there isn't a reason to be afraid of the IRS. The IRS is there to help you. But anyway, if you follow these lists, well, actually, it's helping right here with this list. If you follow this list, life will be much, much easier for you, and you won't have as much anguish and nerves when doing your taxes. And also, I'm going to also say this as a reminder, I've mentioned a couple times, you got to be prepared to do your taxes now versus later, versus April 15th or whenever you're doing taxes. The more things that you have prepared, the better you're oriented towards getting your taxes done, the better you can try to mitigate or lower your taxes. Start working with your tax provider. Start working with the volunteer as I mentioned earlier, at the IRS. You might be able to be much better off, hopefully lowering your taxes as a result. If you need any help, reach out to us at www.vastsolutionsgroup.com or give us a call at 888-808-8278. Any of us can help you. Once again, my name is Kenner French. I'm an executive at both vastsolutionsgroup.com, Vast Holdings Group. Offer 2 books. I have another on the way. I frequently speak all over the country, and hopefully we can help you. Anyone on our team can help. We're here to help. Thank you, and have a great day.